everyone and welcome to my channel. For today's video, we are doing a packing video. We are packing for Japan. We are heading to Japan in just a couple of hours. Our flight takes off at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. We are leaving in a couple hours, like I said. Technically tomorrow, but it's gonna be a very early flight. It is literally like here. We are leaving so soon and I am packing finally. With like Japan and stuff, we're gonna be there for 14 days. It's gonna be kind of tricky because we're hitting like different locations. Like we're gonna be flying from Osaka to Tokyo and then back to Osaka. So we're gonna be moving to different places, also moving to different hotels. I'm trying to pack efficiently and pack in ways that will help myself during the trip. I hope that I can give you some tips on how to pack for Japan if you guys are going to Japan or maybe like just a different country in general. But let's get into the packing. Okay, so first and foremost, I have all of my clothes laid out in front of me. What I do, I stand by this. I use packing cubes for everything. I will not travel without using a packing cube, even if it's like for 2 or 3 days. I just love and rely on packing cubes so much. And I think for this trip, for this long trip, it's even better. So what I did is I separated my outfits from Osaka and Tokyo. And I'm gonna put them in different packing cubes. The reason why I'm doing this too is because I don't know if you guys are doing this as well, but you can also put your suitcase in a locker. So like for example, when we're going from Osaka to Tokyo, we're gonna put our big suitcase in a locker and then we're gonna bring a carry-on suitcase with us just so we're not lugging around like too much stuff. And then once we get back to Osaka, we're gonna pick up our suitcase that we left behind. So that's like something that's really common, especially like in like Asia and Japan and stuff. These packing cubes are gonna make it so easy to just take out a packing cube and like, this is my Tokyo wear, you know, and I'll put my Osaka clothes in the locker that's staying here. So if you guys understand what I'm saying, but yeah, so that's what I'm doing. I have a packing cube right here for Osaka and a packing cube for Tokyo. Over here, we have my travel outfit, what I am wearing tomorrow to the airport. Obviously, I'm gonna need to get back to America, right? I'm gonna need to get back to LA. So I'm bringing just one pair of leggings for the flight there and also for when we return at the end of the trip. And I'm gonna bring 2 different shirts just because I don't know what could happen to my shirt. Maybe I spill something on it. I feel like it's more common for like a shirt to get dirty as opposed to like, you know, pants. So I'm bringing 2 shirts, but for the flight there and back, I'm gonna have the same leggings. Over here, I have my underwear and I have my bras. Do as you please with that. You know yourself best, so you can bring as many underwears as you want. I'm bringing one for every day. I usually bring like a lot extras, but I figured that I don't usually use it. And this video, like in this packing, I'm trying to be as minimalistic as possible. And that's kind of difficult for me because I am an overpacker, but I feel like as time goes on, I realize like what I do need and what I don't need. You kind of learn as you go. I don't know how much working out I'm gonna do in Japan. My goal is to do some. Also too, I don't know if like the hotels offer any gyms over there. Bringing one workout outfit and then again this workout outfit. It's really small and super light, so it's nothing like too heavy. Another tip for you guys, especially if you are traveling to Japan, most hotels there offer complimentary pajamas that you can wear. Of course you can't take it with you and take it home, otherwise it would be like, you know, a charge. You get charged for that. They do offer pajamas that you can wear at the hotel while you're staying there. I think I'm gonna take advantage of that and use the pajamas that they offer. If you're like kind of like, I don't want to do that because I don't know if other people have worn that, or I'll just bring my own pajamas. Again, it's totally up to you, but I think that is so cool and I think I'm gonna take them up on that offer and I'm gonna wear their pajamas. Like I said, a lot of the hotels do that there, but I don't know if every hotel does that there. So I am gonna bring one pajama just in case. These pajamas are super light. They are very flat. Like you can see, it's almost like next to nothing right here. So this will be able to fit in my packing cube very easily. So that is what I'm doing. I have my socks, of course. I'm bringing 7 pairs of socks 1 whole week if I need them. Again, I can do laundry if I need some more. So that is what consists of like my clothes and stuff. So I'm gonna put them in the packing cube. Different angle. Hi. So this is my suitcase that I am bringing. It's a very big suitcase. I don't know if I told you guys, but I am bringing a big checked luggage right here. This is my checked suitcase right here. I'm gonna bring a carry-on duffel bag. The duffel bag is gonna be used for all of the souvenirs and stuff that we buy. I'm gonna dedicate like a whole duffel bag for that so we can put all of our souvenirs and things like that in there, anything that we buy over there. I am gonna put everything that I pack into this suitcase. That is my intent. I wanna fit all 2 weeks of my trip, everything that I need in this suitcase. This is everything that I have packed in my packing cube. Osaka is where most of the clothes are, so I put them in a bigger packing cube, and still it's like it has like airflow in there, so it's still good, not overpacked. And then this is Tokyo, a little bit more squished because it is in a smaller packing cube, but still it'll be able to fit. This is my 1 pair of pajamas, my workout, and then my extra travel shirt that I'm bringing. And then as you can see, there is a lot of space still. So this is perfect if like I buy a shirt there, I can like fit it here, or for whatever reason, always best have more space than need more space, in my opinion, at least. Also too, as you can see, I have like no system. I am more of a roller. I like to roll my clothes. This is what I think, and this is just my opinion, but I feel like smaller clothes are better to be folded, while more bulkier clothes like this is better to be rolled. I don't know. What do you think? That's just my opinion. That's what I'm thinking. But like I said, as you can see, I have a little bit of both. I have like folding right here, and then I have some rolled stuff right here, and then I have folding, and then this roll right here. So it just kind of like whatever you think is best. Every clothing I feel like is different. So yeah, this is my bras and underwear are in here, and they fit perfectly. So that's in here. And then this right here, this is like all of my socks. They're a bit squished in there, but they'll be fine. So yeah, this is everything. These are my packing cubes that consist of my clothes. I think I did a really good job. Very proud of myself. These, if you're wondering, I got them from Amazon. I don't remember the exact name. I'll try to find it for you guys. But yeah, if you're wondering, these are from Amazon. Biggest one goes in first is the medium. You know what? I just thought of something. Since there is space in here, I'm gonna do this. Look. Ooh, isn't that smart? Ooh, yeah. Perfect. So I already minimized space with that. We love that already. So as you can see, my side is already full. So we're gonna try to fit everything else in this side. This is all, or I should say most of my toiletries. So over here we have my toothbrush, toothpaste, and then here, this is like the travel Q-tips that you get at like Target and stuff. And what I do is I put my floss in here. So it's kind of like a double purpose right here. So that's what I'm doing. Here is my razor and a shaving cream in here, so it's perfect. And then over here, this is my sunscreen. I have some body lotion, body wash. Over here, these are my perfume sticks. So I'm sure many of you are aware what this is. This is like travel perfume that you can get on Amazon, and what you do is you open your actual perfume bottle and you pump it into this bottom right here, and then the perfume liquid goes in here. So it's a travel perfume right here. And it's really perfect for like when you're trying to be a light packer over here and not an overpacker, and make some more space if you're going somewhere far or whatever the case is. So if you don't know, these are honestly a lifesaver, and like I said, you can get them on Amazon. This is my deodorant, and then we have some shampoo and conditioner. I have my loofah right here. This Poopery, if you're sharing bathroom with somebody, yeah, this is perfect. And I like this one because this one is like really thin and compact and won't take up too much space. Here I have some face sunscreen. I'm just gonna bring the full bottle that I have, and then my face cream, I put it into this little container right here, and then this is like a little travel face cream that I have, so I'm going to be bringing that. This is my makeup remover. I put it into this like smaller container right here because otherwise I'd be bringing a big tub and I don't want to do that. So this is that. This is all my makeup. So I have some eyelashes that I'm bringing. This is to cut my eyelashes so I can trim them while I'm there. This is like all my powder stuff. These are my brushes that I'm bringing, big and small. And then, yeah, some more makeup stuff. Mascara, concealer, setting spray, primer, eyebrows, lipstick, eyeliner, and blush, and my tweezers for my eyelashes. These are very popular and I never got into them because I just never did. But this time I'm gonna give it a shot. These are the hanging toiletry bags. They're all fitted inside. It's just a regular bag. But what the nice thing is that when you open it, it has all these pockets. And then when you want to put it away, it folds up and like comes together. So that's why I think they're really popular, because there's so much space in them, but they don't take up a lot of space. I just decided to give it a shot because something that I notice every time that I pack, I'm a person that puts like specific things in specific like bags and stuff. Like I have bags for everything. Doing that, you fill up a lot of space with your little pouches that you have. This will be a great alternative because you can fit everything into a bag, but like I said, it doesn't take up too much space. So I'm gonna give it a shot this time and see if it works. I put my makeup in here. However, they're really small pouches, so I had to divide them up in half and put them both, but I put like my powder stuff in here and like my more bigger items in here, and then in here like the smaller items, and it worked pretty well. Here, thankfully, all of my toiletries fit in here, so I'm super excited for that. And then I have one more space right here. This is gonna be for like all of my hair accessories and hair ties and stuff that I'm bringing for my hair. This is from Amazon, and they have so many versions to choose from. I will say this was the large. So here's all my accessories that I am bringing with me. So I love my hair accessories. So these are all my bows and stuff that I'm bringing. Then I have a hair clip right here, and then I have heatless curler right here. And I also have my jewelry right here. Again, here we are with my bags. I have all my earrings in here, and here we have like my rings and things like that. We have, you can't see, but it's a bunch of like little elastic ties and more rubber bands. I'm gonna be bringing my straightener, and I have two sunglasses right here. So I have this one and I have this one, and that is what's gonna go inside here. Now we're gonna close it up and see, hopefully everything fits, but let's go ahead and test this thing out. It's very thick. This is hard. It's really, really thick.
2 hours later.
That was a struggle, but we got it. So here it is. Everything, my toiletries, my makeup, my accessories, everything is in here. I will say it is a neat bag, but it is really thick. So as opposed to like taking up like a bunch of space, it's probably gonna take up space this way. We're gonna go ahead and put that on the opposite side of the suitcase. This is what it looks like right now. We have all this space for other things, and I think it'll be able to fit pretty well. Last thing I'm gonna pack is my shoes. So these are my flats that I'm bringing. I'm gonna be wearing my tennis shoes on the plane, and I usually go crazy with shoes, but this time I'm not doing it. It's not worth it. So these are like my more cuter shoes that I'm bringing. I got these from Amazon. Once again, these are clear plastic bags, and it came with like a bunch of them, but this is only one. And you put your shoes in there, and it's supposed to keep it from getting dirty, getting your things in your suitcase dirty. They're gonna go right there. The glasses, I didn't want to get them squished in this bag and like break them, so they're gonna go right there. And then also another tip, I'm bringing these little coin purses because a lot of currency in Japan is like coin based. That's gonna go right there. That is it. Look at how much space I have. I'm gonna do what's in my personal carry-on bag. So I have my checked bag, which is the packing that we did. I have my carry-on bag, which is gonna go in the up compartment. But like I said, that is empty for the souvenirs. This is my personal item that I'm bringing with me on the plane ride that is gonna be sitting at my feet. We'll say, this is where the overpacking is gonna stay. No matter what I do, I can't seem to not overpack my personal item. But I think it's because you just fit so much in here and there's not a lot of room, at least for my backpack. We're gonna be on the plane for 11 hours. So it's gonna be a very long plane ride. We just have some quick emergency snacks. I'm sure they're gonna feed us on the plane, but just in case, maybe, especially me, maybe I'm picky and I won't like the food. We have some goldfish, some Rice Krispie treats right here. I got this from Amazon as well. It's a foot hammock. Yeah, so once you open it up, you basically put this on your tray table and then you rest your feet on here so your feet are elevated on the plane ride, so it kind of gives some like flow and circulation. Also too, I'm so glad that I said that because I want to bring my compression socks. That's another tip for you guys. Compression socks help with like the blood flow. I'm definitely gonna bring those out and wear those for tomorrow. But yeah, so with compression socks and this foot hammock, your feet should be great. You don't want your feet or your legs to get like swelled, be sore, anything like that. So this is a good thing to do when you're on the plane to kind of like keep you moving, keep your legs moving. I get really freaked out with small spaces, and the plane bathrooms low-key freak me out. I get really paranoid and scared in there. I feel like I'm gonna get trapped for some reason. So I do not like going in there. I try to go in there as little as possible. When you need to go, you need to go. But another reason why you would go in there is to brush your teeth, right? But I'm kind of scared. I don't want to go in there. So I saw these. These are Colgate mini brushes to brush your teeth. So basically they're these little toothbrushes, and I guess they already have like toothpaste already in the bristles. So once you open it up and you brush your teeth, like you can brush your teeth on the go pretty much. You don't need to rinse, you don't need water, you don't need anything like that. So it's just a matter of cleaning and going. So I think this would be really great because I need to brush my teeth. I have some face masks because your face can get like really dry on a long plane ride. So I'm going to be bringing these face masks. I have my wallet right here. Do not forget your ID when you are traveling, or your wallet. It's almost happened to me before. So yes, I have that. Books. I need my books to read on the plane. These are the new book editions that I just got. I have these two books. They're lengthy books, and I just started this one. Haven't started this one. So should be no issue. I should have plenty to read. So here are my two books. Word searches. I like to do activities and like brain games while on the plane ride. I like to keep myself entertained. So this is like a good option. Like any workbook that you can do, I think that's really helpful for you. But this word search, it's really cool. I've done it on a couple plane rides already, and it's really fun. A sleep mask. This is perfect. For me, an essential. You need this. I don't need this on a day-to-day life, but on an airplane, I feel like it just helps you maybe sleep better, It helps block out the lights and things like that. This is nothing like crazy. It's just a regular sleep mask. I know some people get like the extra cushion ones or like the super pad ones or the ones that hook on to your hair or anything like that. But this one, I'm fine with this one. It's a silk one, at least. It's nice and silky. Here I have my chargers. And then the other compartment, I have a portable charger here as well. So that is what is in here. This is like the electronic. Last but not least, the thing that is probably making this backpack so heavy is my iPad. This is my iPad. It's in another bag, but that's what I like. I actually have my iPad right here in its regular case, and then I have a keyboard case right here. So I have two cases in here. iPad, download movies, download shows. Now let's take a look at this little compartment. It's little, but it's filled. So let's take a look. I have some tissues in case your nose gets runny or whatever. You need tissue when you're eating. I have some disinfectant wipes. And then I have a fan right here. If you need like air or whatever, here's a fan. Two chapsticks right here. Some gum. I have a first aid kit right here with lots and lots of band-aids because you never know when you may need it. AirPods, of course. Lastly, I have our 2 passports and I have our yen, which we're gonna need once we get to Japan. So yes, make sure to bring your passports as well. That is everything that is in this backpack in my personal item. That is it for this video. I am so proud of myself. I know for like some people this is like, it's the big deal, but me being an overpacker, I am so proud of myself. And honestly, it does feel pretty good because when you overpack, you don't even use half of it. And it's kind of like overwhelming. I feel so satisfied with everything that I'm bringing. I'm like 100% sure I'm going to use pretty much everything that's in there. Hope I helped you guys out on packing and gave you guys some good tips. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys are going on a trip, I hope you guys have a wonderful, fantastic time and a safe trip at it. Thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and I'll see you in the Japan vlogs. Bye!